Okay, so welcome back. It's part 7, I think. With part 3 on doors, is it? Or part 2? Sorry about that, I should know. So we're going to look about damaging this section here. And we look in the hatchback now. There now. Look in the hatchback itself. It has the neither door texture, neither door, and then it damages it at 0.5, destroyed when there's 0 left. So let's have a quick look at games here that's represented. Let's see there, all that patina happened, didn't it? I wonder if that's damaged or destroyed now. Let's have a look. Well, for me, it's repaired itself, hasn't it? I think they really have run out of developers or something, haven't they? Looks like the gun's a bit... well, we have no magazines, but let's get some so we don't have to keep restarting this game. So, no idea what happened there, it was good. Let's just repair that car. I don't believe that. It's just, it looks like the destruct texture is the... Let's have a few of them, please, por favor. A couple of them. Oh. Yeah, so there it's damaged here. We're going to continue damaging it. It's looks more repaired, doesn't it? Ah, right, now there, it's a bit more scuffed now. Oh, it's obviously just a sink. So that's going to be much the same as the window process. You see, this one has a reference texture. I don't know why, but it obviously speeds up the find. I said earlier, I think that neither door remains consistent. It could be Stratos door, as long as it kicks off there and then continues with Stratos door to Stratos door damage. I think that's within the process. I think you've got that cat's whatever, and that dog's whatever. I'm not sure it would change them in sequence like that, but prove me wrong by doing it yourself. Nobody loses in that game, everybody learns something, don't they? If I did it right now, this tutorial will last for days, but if somebody wants that specifically, you just ask me. See if we can't get that out there for you. So going back to the window where we created that section in our section here, because we've inherited here, it won't tell you the component names. We need to go back up one to the place where it inherited it from here. So it's damage zone doors, as we said before, and it's using that as the texture to apply the main RV map. So we selected that there, and that's going to be our damage zone doors. But in addition, in the fire geometry now, I haven't selected options, view background in P3D lad there. It might need a reset. No, it didn't. Thank you. So there, we're not going to be twisty turny with that. I'm just going to go put it on select vertices and use the insert key to do a rough guesstimate. Just the insert, and move them. In 3D view it's really hard to get them to move. We're going 4 windows. Let's move them across to there. So I think what I'll do is that one there, that one up there, that one to there, is it? To be honest, it really doesn't need all this. I'm being a little too meticulous here. You know what, I'm going to show you what I should be doing instead of messing about like this. Should just really create a box. Life's easier when you make it so. It's kind of covering the basic shape, isn't it? We can fetch that in a little bit perhaps. Those are okay for me. That one there needs to come in and up to there. Again, let's just component convex. So don't do this when you've got a proxy in, or else it will destroy your proxy. Little tip that found out the hard way, and then somebody clarified it. I think it was Spergel clarified how he had managed to destroy some proxies. I'd done it differently. I'd copied and pasted them from a broken mod, but he had done that convexity component convex hull, and there were proxies in here and it just destroyed them. So structure, convexity, find non-convexities, good to go. Got 2 components there, and let's just get that tag from here. Nope, not that one, that one. Copy, geometry, box selection, new, damaged doors. Damaged zone doors is that's when we're hitting it, and knows we're hitting it in that log there. Also, what I'm going to do is, whether this is right or wrong, I'm not sure. I've already done it for damaged window. You see I put a memory point. I'm just going to copy that, paste it into memory, pressed Shift D, and what that does, it just merges all the points into one. You end up one with that's just quite central. Now that may or may not be required. Without official access to official P3Ds, you'll never know. Some people have them, but they don't share knowledge. That's why they stole the original files and debinarized them, because they're not sharing kind of people. They're thieves. We do it the hard way and share it, so I think we win. Anyway, let's not get salty. So geometry, that's okay, we're just hitting things there, it doesn't mean nothing, just one solid object, and that once that is drawn, that's it, then it never moves, it doesn't animate or anything, which you can tell when you crash through things with your door open. It doesn't hit trees or anything like that. Now everybody's shouting at the screen. If you're a good student, you'll be shouting at me saying, oh, you know, don't forget to put some penetration file. Try to say penetration file without getting a smile on your face. Data. DayZ, please. DayZ data. Penetration. Smiling already. Metal plate fence. Or I think 3mm or 1mm. 3mm plate. You can make your own choice. That's the beauty of this. You're learning how to make your own. So you're just going to make your own. Right. Our door doesn't have an RV mat at the moment. It just has a macro texture, right? So we're going to test if the fact that we're telling well, we're told it nothing at the moment. We're not saying anything at all, so we'll just we'll copy them hatchback files across again. So we're going to say reference those textures there. Looks like I'll have to go one more bracket than I was doing, so there. So what I've done, I took the elf levels, and notice the Windows had 70 health points, the actual door's got 500 in this. Transfer to global coefficient means damage the whole car if this is thing. I don't know why. Why would it affect the whole rest of the car? Excuse me, I just took a drink. So we haven't actually applied that, but we're going to see those damages anyway. So I shall save that config file that I've just changed, binarize that, and we'll see you in game. We'll see what we've done by doing what we've done. And, welcome back. That's breaking that, isn't it? So there's our door. Let's see if we get a metal effect. You do. Is that enough bullets to have damaged it? I have no idea. Let's try some more. I don't know. Let's just spawn ourselves something good. There's no RV mat on that door, I've just realised, so it might not actually do anything, but we'll give it some AK love. Put it in our inventory, then we know. it would have damaged by now. Like I say, I don't think there's an RV mat on. It's been on. Afternoon, sir. There isn't an RV mat like on that one. How many shots does that one? Yeah, 4 or 5 shots that damages that, so our door should have been. Oh, I'll see you on the other side. Well, it closes actually rather quickly. We don't need to cut in about, do we? Yeah, so our door here. Go to that view, UV. Let's just select by faces in object. Our RV mat for that door is just that square for some strange reason. Select an object. Yeah, all that is unwrapped into a square. Let's apply the doors RV mat here and put a second. I don't even need to copy that over to the second texture space like we did with the window. There we go. I think it's green, isn't it? Green. Leave a door. There, let's open that. So now we're tying the truth. We have got that. Green near a door. So let's just binarise it at that. Save it. Binarize it with that when we have sorted out an extra. I'm going to copy that. I think we can copy that. Sometimes you have to drag copy. But I think it's. Is it saying that? No, surely not. So we've copied it over to the second RV mat. That one there, and now it's in the second. We know that by if we clicked on that and select an object, it should select the window and window and the body. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to pack it. Like I said, the text one will go over that. You won't need it's unlikely you'll need that if you've got a nice model, or you're a modeler yourself, or you've bought one that's unwrapped. So we'll see you in game. Okay, is everybody screaming at the screen? I am, because I know what I've done, and I'm leaving it in. I'm sorry if it annoys you, but at least we know the texture is applied here. I'm not sure, however, that the damage is going to happen, because guess what? Remember when we did the config and we put damaged window there? We also need to do damage zone doors. Obviously this isn't going to work in game now because I need to stop and re-binarize, but you know, use this as a troubleshooter. Why will it not do the damage? Well, if you're like me, you forgot to what's that for? Right, I think it did change, didn't it? Was it just the tree light? Right. Okay, so it didn't work, so we need to do some more homework here. We need to perhaps take that out, copy that over to there. Let's have a look in the old game. See how it stretches there. Shines okay. Let's do it like this. Damage doors, UV, edit, selection to UV. I think we can shrink you a little bit. That's it. Let's put that there. You can see now. It'll look better. Let's just apply that texture again. Neither door DTMSI. We've got bulldozer open. It's so in the UV here, select by selection in the model, filter the texture, filter the main texture that we just set up on it. Yeah, and that's as good as we're going to get from that shape, but it's not our texture, we're just using it. It's just so we can get that patina there on our door when we shoot it. So I'm just going to take that DTMSI off. That was just to check where the model and the texture were at. Close bulldozer. See you back in game again. Well, I think we can say that it works now, because all them doors that we damaged that weren't showing the texture up, well look, and there's a brand new one here. Let's just get his little pistol out maybe. What is it, about 5 shots? So used to using that. Combine some bullets with it. You can see the damage there now, can't you? Got to be in the right light though, haven't you? Let's do this properly. Go down here and spawn a new one. Just take it off there. And take it off. so let's have a look at that now. Yeah, look, you can see the damage now. Now it should go back to normal or something, shouldn't it? Oh no, ours does a better job of destruct than that did. It shot too. Okay, so I just want to insert something here quickly. Something that didn't apply to the wheel, but you may want to apply it, and you know, some knowledge you need to have before you go forward. If we look in the damage zones here, what I was realizing when I was editing the video for the doors, it wasn't going all the way to ruined. It was stopping at damaged. So there was 3 stages. There was full health, worn, damaged, ruined here. So this is damaged, and then we've got ruined. It wasn't reaching here, and the reason behind it is here, that value. I've made a note here in the config for you. So what I want you to be aware of is if you're shooting your doors and the textures aren't changing, or you're getting that yellow dot or light green for worn or yellow dot for damaged, but not your red, the most likely cause is to be a spelling mistake. This value here, and what's happening is I've set it as high as 0.1 to ruin it, which is too high. Try like 0.0. Try 0.01. If that doesn't work, just go up in 0.05, etc. And just be aware of that. What's happening is, in my opinion, rightly or wrongly, the unpacking of the data is going wrong. It's not being unpacked correctly, and I think it's rounding these numbers, because what you get when you unpack is that, just a simple 1. And I think to a degree somewhere when you're binarizing it, if you put 0.01 there, it's rounding that back to 0.0 or whatever, and it's not going to work. That's why I think you need a bit more than that, so it doesn't round it to 0, it probably rounds it to that, to 0.05 or something, and it works. Now I don't know why. I think maybe, and this is pure speculation, it's looking to see if it equals 0, and let's say you shoot it there, shoot it with the I don't know why I'm typing this, shoot it with the AK, and it takes it to minus 1.0 to whatever. It's saying, oh well, it's not 0, let's not destroy it totally. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know whether that's true, but whatever is happening, that was the cause of a problem that I noticed. I was also talking through it with Rag Tyson. Ironically, he had a very similar problem, but my fix was not his fix. He had some other, well, he had lots of other things that probably added to his problem, but I was under the impression this was his fix too, but it wasn't. So as long as we do this, we should be good. Okay, now the other thing I noticed was, whilst I was testing that theory, I went to the model config and I eliminated it to make sure that this wasn't the problem here, where we put the skeletons stuff. Anyway, I changed it to .text, and you know what? It still worked in game, so you may not need the model config for that, these at all. So try them without, and then add it if there's a problem, because less is more. You will need one for the Stratos main, that much is for sure. Okay, so I'll insert this little snippet into the appropriate place, and we will crack on. Yep, there we go. Damaged door. Doors are done. because core drive door is just the same. We are going to do the core drive door because we're going to have to, because we're doing the full car. But right, next is the, let's have a look at the full car. What have we got? Coming up next is the bonnet or boot. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know if that's going to open. Will it open? Oh wow. I'll have to bring that vent through it when it opens, won't we? It's like some, yeah, we'll just, yeah. So next is the hood or the bonnet if you're in Angleland. Okay, thank you once again for supporting me and all this. If you're not a Patreon and you're watching this, let me know who linked you, and we'll make sure everything gets put straight. See you on the next one. Hoods, bye bye for now.